Hello everyone, this is Sensei Gale and thank you for joining me today for Tae Kwon Do. In today's video, I'm going to go over what we did in class this morning on September 1st, 2020. And that begins with how to tie our belts. Before you can tie your belt, you need to find out what's the middle point of it. Fold it in half, get the middle, and place the middle where you feel comfortable, depending on your hip placement and whatnot, but primarily under your belly button. Pull it back snugly. Now I'm going to show you from this back perspective what it looks like. Got my right hand here, my left hand here. My right goes under the left, and then I switch hands, grabbing the belt, I should say, and pulling it forward. You have a little bit of a crossover going on in the back. And now in the front, you've got one hand holding one side, one hand holding the other side. With your left hand, right here, left hand place straight on top of the existing line that you created. See that? I grabbed my left hand and placed it across. Now with your right hand, put it over, okay? Your right hand is going over. Now, with the part of the belt, which is the right side, the part that your right hand just placed, tuck it underneath. Tuck it underneath and pull it straight up, okay? So if I rewind just a moment, you went left, you went right, the right part went underneath both and pulled straight up. Now you can grab your left hand, as I do, with the one that's higher and the right hand lower. You can straighten them out, and you're going to bring your right hand underneath the left one. The right hand underneath the left. You see that there's a little spot right in here. You take that one that was the lower one, you lift it up and put it through, and you pull it out, and you adjust your belt accordingly. Some people prefer to have their belt like this. It really is up to you. I prefer mine to be hanging equally, and now I am ready to go. Now, to move on to the actual training. What we did. We performed a front snap kick, and I will show you a front snap kick as well as how to perform them in succession, in addition to punching followed by kicking and kicking followed by punching and so forth. From this perspective, standing neutral, coming back into a light sparring stance. You want to be bent in both knees. You want to be ready to move forward and back, left and right. In this case, my left leg is forward and my left fist is forward. Left fist is approximately shoulder height. There are approximately 2 fist distances between my left elbow and my left ribcage zone. To show you what that looks like from here, there's that. This is what it looks like from this side. Left hand shoulder height, left knee bent, right knee bent. Feet shoulder width distance apart. Right hand guarding the rib zone. Left hand ready to go for face. Now I will scoot back slightly, and I will perform this from a couple of different perspectives. When you kick, your right knee is coming up. You kick, midway through, you change your hands. Once again. I'm in position. Left hand is up top, right hand is by the rib cage. Kick, switch. Now, I'm going to do 2 kicks. 1, 2. So you see, I'm always kicking straight forward in front of me. My target is my own height, and the contact zone is either replicating my abdomen, or if I'm kicking to the face, replicating an opponent of my own height. When you practice with one another, you want to kick on target to their abdomen or their mustache / upper lip zone. When you're practicing by yourself, in front of a mirror for instance, or even outdoors in the open, envision your opponent is your own height for now. Again, feet shoulder width distance apart, left hand around shoulder height, right hand just a fist distance or so close to your abdomen. Kick, hold it this time. Switch. Kick, hold it. Switch. Now let's go for 3 in succession and key eye on the third one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah! Again, come back, come back, come back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah! Good. From the side perspective now. Left leg forward, right leg back. 1, switch. 2, switch. 3, go! Now, as you know in class, there's a reason why we switch, and that comes into play with punches. You want to prepare yourself at all times to be both offensively and defensively ready. If you're kicking somebody like this, your whole face is open, your whole abdomen is open. That wouldn't be the right thing to do. Also, if you're kicking someone like this, where would your punch come from if you missed your kick? You want to have your fists ready to go to block at any time needed and to punch anytime needed, which in particular with this class's lesson we did kicking, punching in combination in succession. So now let's get our left legs forward again, right legs back, shoulder width apart. You could look down and see, am I too wide? Am I too narrow? You don't want to be too wide. You can't move quickly enough to go forward. You don't want to be too narrow because now you're unstable. Not a good idea. Shoulder width distance apart. Belly button slightly off to the side, 45-degree angle. We're going to kick, punch, punch, reset. There is some detail involved in all of that. Let me break it down. Left leg is forward. I kick. Now, normally, we switched hands, right? And now you can see why we developed that skill, because now, after we kick, instead of switching hands, that hand that was previously down, guarding the abdomen, now it's ready to go right into a face punch. So you want to kick and punch with the punching hand being the same side as the kick that you just delivered. Okay? Left leg forward, right leg back. Right kick, right punch, left punch. Reset. This reset is because if you missed these 3 attacks, if you chased your opponent down and made him or her back up, but they blocked you, all 3, or they avoided all 3, now you don't want to be in this forward momentum, not ready to block, be possibly in their strike zone, because they're here, they blocked you, and now you've got this forward momentum, and you could be vulnerable for a hit. That's why kick, punch, punch, see how I'm forward, immediately come back. That distance that you cover, that shin's worth of space, your own shin's worth of space, right? Plus or minus, is enough to retreat and avoid their potential counterattack. So, a little bit of a spring in the step. 1, 2, 3, yeah! Okay? Coming forward. Now let's actually switch legs right now, because one of the beautiful things about Tae Kwon Do is that you're able to develop all of your muscle parts independently and in such a way that they work well with one another, and try to equal out your right sides and your left sides. You may be right-handed, but you may find that you're a better kicker with your left foot. You may be left-handed and find out that you're a better puncher with your right hand. Or you could just be completely dominant on one side, which represents the normal dominancy that you have with such things as riding, for instance. However, unlike a lot of sports, Tae Kwon Do really allows you to work both sides and get them almost as equal as possible in terms of flexibility, strength, precision, overall speed and accuracy. That's really nice, and that's why we practice from this side now. Right leg forward, knee a little bit bent, feet shoulder width apart. My front toes are facing you. My back toes are facing a little bit off to the side, like a 65-degree angle. Right fist is up top, left fist is blocking the abdomen. We're just gonna do one kick, switch hands as we land. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. Again, 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Now, kick, land, punch, punch. My right leg's forward, and 1, 2, 3, yeah. Now you may notice when you start off with your left leg forward, you end up kicking with your right leg twice if you're switching each time, right? Likewise, if your right leg is forward, and if you're doing 3 times, you're going to kick with your left leg 2 of those 3 times. So, as long as you start with different feet for different reps, they all end up balancing out, okay? With my right leg forward, I kick with the left, punch with the left, reverse punch with the right, retreat. Now, I'm set up as we originally were where my left leg's forward. 1, 2, 3. They're even, 1 and 1. Now, 1, 2, 3. So now you can see, if you're practicing with an odd manner of steps, of movements, you're going to get 2 on one side, 1 on the other. So if you switch your beginning positions, you're going to get 1 on one and 2 on the other, and they're going to be even. Yes, you could just do 4, or you could just do 6, and if you have the amount of space for it, that's not a bad idea to get in multiple reps. But even then, I do like as much variables as possible, and that includes purposely standing on different sides, because sometimes in a tournament, how you react to someone else is going to be different than what you were training. They may be better on their right or their left, and that might make you start from a different position than you're normally comfortable with. Hopefully you eventually get comfortable with enough sides, with both sides, so that you could kick from here, and now you could kick from here, and you could punch and block and kick and punch, and you could punch, block off to the side, punch, kick, land, punch. It becomes a dance, a very powerful dance, and you want to be the one in charge. That is a little look at what we did this morning in Tae Kwon Do. I hope to help you continue evolving your Tae Kwon Do skills as this semester goes on, and by the end of fall 2020, you will all be great yellow belts. Thank you for watching. This is Sensei Gale signing out, and I will see you all next time. Bye.